Welcome everybody to a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video today, and this is the last out and about for 2019, guys. This is it. This is the last one, and this week sees the release of the dramatic biopic Judy hitting store shelves, along with the horror sequel The Gallows Act 2. Also, we have another Batman Beyond set coming out, the Vanilla Edition, which includes the return of the Joker, plus much more. So let's go see the deals, exclusives, and we're at our first location, Walmart. So let's go in and see what they got. All right, everybody, we are in Walmart here, and I'm just going to tell you right now, this is a complete and utter clusterfuck over here, man. This is a complete and utter mess over here. I'll kind of show you this, but there are so many empty spaces here. So much empty stuff. You'll notice all of the empty stuff over here. All the empty stuff over here. Up here as well. And in fact, guys, all of the empty rows up here of all of the stuff, all of these empty rows was actually supposed to be the new releases. We were supposed to get Judy, we were supposed to get other things like Kill Team and a couple other things, and the Gallows Act 2. None of that stuff is in stock at all. In fact, if you look over here, guys, it's all messed up over here, man. A lot of empty areas over here. All Blu-rays and DVDs all over the place here, man. As you can see, man, people have been ravaging this area in a big bad way, dude. Look at this, man. It is all over the place, literally. It really is rough, man. Yeah, it is just a mess in a big bad way. Dude, I don't know, man. They just got ravaged big time. And like I said, they don't even have any of the new releases out, unfortunately, which is a real big shame as well. I mean, I know it's only a couple of releases or a couple major releases this week and a few independent stuff, but I would have liked to have at least seen some of it out. But with it being Christmas Eve, I kind of feel like they're not really interested in putting this stuff out. They've apparently got bigger fish to fry, and yeah, so I'm sorry, guys. Walmart here is a real big bust, but I wanted to show you that it is literally just ripped apart. This whole area section is just ripped apart like crazy, man. As you can see, it is messed up in a big bad way. So we're not going to see anything new this week over at Walmart. Sorry, guys. It's Christmas Eve, and Walmart, well, they've got better things to take care of, apparently. Well, at least they have the Steven Seagal 4 movie collection. Oh boy, guys. Yeah, I mean, this is really ravaged big time around here for sure, guys. And to be honest with you, with it being sort of Christmas Eve, I have a feeling that the third-party vendor isn't working today, so he's not putting out any of the media. The Walmart employees aren't putting out any of the media as well. It's a madhouse here at Walmart. People grabbing all other electronics and food and toys for kids, and I just think that honestly, this is not the day for physical media, especially here over at Walmart, guys. I have a feeling we'll see most of this stuff next time, but for the time being, yeah, the luck ran out at the end of the year for Walmart. It happens, guys. Sorry I couldn't show any of it to you, but again, it's in the back somewhere, and it's probably a madhouse in the back, so we're probably not going to get it for sure. Alright, well, that does it for Walmart. Hope you guys enjoyed all the empty sections of media. Let's head to the second location and see what we can find. Alright, everybody, we are at our second location, Target, and it seems to be a zoo over here as well. There's a huge amount of cars here, more than there really ever usually is. And yeah, Christmas Eve, last minute getting gifts, getting the dinner ready. But what about the physical media? Well, look, I'm hoping we get more than Walmart, man, because I was hoping we see something at Walmart and we saw nothing. I mean, literally none of the releases were out this week at all. I don't know what we're gonna find over at Target. To be fair, man, this year has been, I think, really good for Target overall. I know some of you guys are gonna disagree with me, but I really do feel that Target had a really great year in 2019 for physical media overall. They had a lot of really great exclusives. They had a lot of really great sort of TV shows and additions that other stores didn't have. So I give Target a lot of credit this year when, I think we all thought maybe they'd just go the way of the dinosaur with the physical media. They actually did a pretty decent job, I thought. So can the final out and about of 2019 prove that Target still has it? Or have they run out of gas? Well, let's go in. Find out. All right, everybody, we are in a Target here, and we're seeing a couple releases there, guys. Already, we're off to a way better start than Walmart, for sure. And the first thing I'm seeing is they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of Judy for... they do not have a price over here at Target, so I don't know what it is, guys. But I ended up actually watching this on Amazon Prime, and I missed it in the theater. And I was really interested in it, but I didn't get around to seeing it, man. And, I'm kind of fascinated by Judy Garland. I grew up with The Wizard of Oz. That's my mother's favorite movie, and she just seemed like this great, wonderful, like starlet that just shined bright. And I was curious to see the biopic and see about more of her life and see what Renee Zellweger did with the role. And it's basically about the last, I would say, 6 months to a year-ish of her life, where she's really down on the dumps. She owes a lot of money to people, and she goes overseas to do these shows to try to make money to secure a better life for her kids and her. And I really enjoyed this one quite a bit, man. I really honestly did. I thought it was really well done, man. I loved Renee Zellweger in this role. I thought she was absolutely tremendous here. She did an amazing job with this role. She really got into the heart of playing Judy Garland. I love sort of the background and the settings, the time period stuff. I thought all the acting and the directing was phenomenal here. And it really sort of delved into her mindset and just who Judy Garland was. It's really honestly a tremendous movie. Very entertaining, very heartfelt, very dramatic. This is one definitely worth seeing. If you're interested in Judy Garland, if you're interested in biopics, this is one definitely to catch, guys, because I thought this was absolutely tremendous, man. I really did. Definitely give this one a look, man. This was absolutely phenomenal. I definitely think you guys would definitely enjoy Judy. I definitely did. I don't know if I went in with any expectations exactly, but I hope they did Judy Garland justice, and I think with this one they definitely did, guys. But that's just my opinion. Definitely let me know what you think of Judy for sure. Then over here I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray of Adopt a Highway. That one is for $12.99 right here, and I got a chance to watch this one on Amazon Prime as well, and I was interested in checking this one out because I love Ethan Hawke, man, and I had never heard of it, but I'm like, okay, if it's got Ethan Hawke in it, I gotta give it a chance. And honestly, I was not disappointed with this movie. It's basically about sort of Ethan Hawke's character, and he's been in prison for like 20-something years, and he was on sort of this conviction charge of having an ounce of marijuana, and he gets out, and he's really just not adjusted to life or this new world, has never dealt with the internet or anything, and just not a very engaging guy. And one day he finds this abandoned baby in a dumpster, and it just sort of starts to change his life. And sort of the journey that he has with this baby, the journey that he has with himself, trying to cope with life and his insecurities. Really well done, man. I really like this one quite a bit. Ethan Hawke shines in this so much. He did an amazing job. He really honestly did. I thought it was very heartfelt with the baby. I thought it was really well done here. There's a little bit of comedy here. There's a lot of drama. I really like this one quite a bit, man. I will say this much. This movie is Dove approved. And it's kind of weird that it's Dove approved because most of the ones that are Dove approved, I have to admit, they more have to deal with faith-based type of stuff, and this isn't really faith-based at all, though. It's really not. So it's not really like dealing with faith in a way. So I'm kind of surprised that it has the Dove approved logo on it, but honestly, whether it was religious or not, it's still a very well told story. And it's really less than an hour and a half, so it's really not even that long of a movie, but it's very well done and very well told. I really like this one quite a bit, guys. If you're an Ethan Hawke fan, definitely get up on this. This one is a really good one, and his acting is amazing in it, man. Not bad at all. So, we only got Adopt a Highway and Judy. We don't have much, but again, better than what we saw over at Walmart for sure, guys. Hey, at least it's a start. Alright, let's see what else they got. Alright guys, we're over in this area of Target, and they do have all of those Blu-ray digitals of those Star Wars movies right here. And they have all of these for the Blu-ray ones are $20, and the DVD ones over here are $15, which it's really, they really only went down in price by maybe $2 or $3. It's really not that much that they went down. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna be honest with you right now, do not buy these ones, and I do mean that completely. And the reason why I say that is because Disney just announced, I believe it's in March if I'm not mistaken, that the complete whole Skywalker saga is coming out on Blu-ray and 4K and something like that, so it's a huge deal. So I wouldn't really invest in these editions. I'm assuming that the editions that we're going to get from Disney are going to be absolutely amazing, so I would probably stay away from that one, guys, for sure. But and probably in March we're probably going to get the Rise of Skywalker as well coming out, so I would assume that probably again, if you guys hold off on these releases, you're going to get a better stuff from Disney in about a few months time. But I will say this though, guys, we did end up doing a review for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. We did do one. We have not put it out yet. I promise we will put it out within hopefully a week or so, but I will sort of just say this as far as a hint is concerned, that we're not the biggest fans of The Last Jedi. And going into The Rise of Skywalker, I think The Rise of Skywalker had a lot of heavy lifting to do, and it was because of The Last Jedi. So if there's any issues with The Rise of Skywalker, it ends up coming down to The Last Jedi and what The Last Jedi did and didn't do for the franchise. I mean, that's just my thoughts, guys. But that review of ours is definitely coming for sure. But definitely hold off on these Star Wars releases, guys, because I'm telling you, we're going to get a lot better stuff within the next few months. So definitely hold off on that one for sure. And then over here, guys, I'm seeing they have a few movies that are on sale right now. Like, they do have Godzilla King of the Monsters for $13, and it's a great price, down from $25, which is an amazing price there. Aquaman, the Blu-ray for $13. Shaft, $13. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, they have for $10. Annabelle Comes Home for $13, which actually is a really great price, down from $23, so it's like $10 drop. That's a really good one as well. $10 for that. Equalizer, $10. The Curse of La Llorona, $22.99 down to $13. That's a really great price for that one as well, guys. That's a solid price. Ready Player One, the Blu-ray for $10. Shazam for $15. The DVD of Creed 2 for $10, which is actually a great price because that's down from $17.99. That's a great price. let's see here. You also have the DVD of Blinded by the Light, which went down to $10. That's a great deal because that was $17.99. They don't have it, but actually the Blu-ray was $20 and that went down to 13. So that's a really great deal. And honestly, guys, if you have not checked out Blinded by the Light and want to give it a chance, $10. That's not a bad price, man. For that, that's a really good price, man. Let's see. They also have Cold Pursuit for 13. The Blu-ray DVD of Creed 2 for 13 as well, and that's again down from 25. It's a great deal as well. Instant Family, the Blu-ray DVD digital for 14, which that's weird. So you're just saving 99 cents. Really? Okay. The DVD of Doom Patrol for $14.99, which is a great show, man. Absolutely great show. Down from $19.99, about $5 different. Not bad at all. Definitely watch this show. So good, man. Highly recommend that one, guys. Few of the sort of TV shows on sale here as well. Then the Blu-ray DVD digital of Mission Impossible Fallout for $14, which is only a $1 drop, which not much savings you're getting there, guys. The DVD of Oz for $10. Let's see. That one there. Home Alone Lost in New York, which, you know, a lot of you guys have told me how much you don't like Home Alone 2. I've heard so many people say Home Alone 3 is better than Home Alone 2. And really? I like Home Alone 2, man. I don't know, man. I do. I still like Pesci and Stern. I think Macaulay's still good. I love Tim Curry in this. God, I don't know. You guys got to explain to me what you see in Home Alone 3 that you don't see in Home Alone 2. I'm really curious. God, I really am. Let's see. They also have... Oh, they do have actually the Blu-ray DVD digital of Dumbo for 23, I'm sorry. Which is down just like $1.99, which is not much of a deal anyways. They have that, and of course they have The Nightmare Before Christmas, the DVD, and the Blu-ray digital, both on sale as well. And talk about a really great movie that not only can you watch in the Halloween time, but you can watch in the Christmas time as well. It's sort of the best of both worlds, man. It really is. This is a really great one, and I know some of you guys are probably definitely going to be watching this on Christmas for sure. Very cool stuff, man. Not bad at all, guys. Not bad whatsoever. Some pretty cool deals over at Target here. Some pretty cool sort of pricing. Some not so much, but some really good pricing. And again, definitely wait on those Star Wars ones because I guarantee you we'll get some better editions in a few months' time. So don't buy it right now when you could get something better later on. Patience will pay off for sure. All right, guys. Not half bad at all. Definitely better than what we were seeing over at Walmart. All right, let's head out. Well, it's better than nothing, right? They don't have everything, to be honest with you guys, and there was a few more releases like Gallows Act 2 that I didn't think we'd see that over here, over at Target, to be honest with you guys, and the reason why is because it's a, like, horror movie, and a lot of horror movies, if they're not mainstream, then we're definitely not really seeing them here. But that being said, they did have a little bit more than Walmart did, and that's a good thing by far. It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst. Kind of sometimes how Target is in general, guys. But very pleased to see some cool selection, some cool deals on some movies as well. If you guys haven't picked up some stuff, definitely do it. Not bad overall. Let's hope the third and final location will have some better media to show off. All right, everybody, we are at our third and final location, the Beast Best Buy. Before we go in, I want to talk about a trailer with you guys. Just one trailer. And it's a trailer that I've been really interested in checking out, and that is Tenet, the next movie directed by Christopher Nolan. And, you know, the first trailer that they had out was definitely a teaser trailer. It had sort of imagery, very quick flashes of stuff, and that's it. And I was very curious to see what they were going to do for a full trailer, what this exactly is. And, the gist of what I'm getting here is that basically it's about this guy who goes on these missions, whether it's government or military, whatever it is. And he is basically recruited for this mission, this task that basically is having to do with World War III and stopping World War III from happening, and doing it by any means necessary. And they give him this code word named Tenet, which the guy in the trailer even says it will open up doors for you. It will also maybe put you in some serious danger depending on who you say it to. And he has got to, sort of deal with these bad guys and people that want to stop him and try to finish the mission. And it looks good. It honestly really does, man. I mean, John David Washington is in here. Robert Pattinson, Michael Caine, Kenneth Branagh. I mean, a whole host of great actors here. I mean, Christopher Nolan movies get good actors anyways, and this is no exception. And it seems like it maybe has some sort of maybe dealings with time travel as well. There's a lot of things going on in this movie. And see, the great thing about Christopher Nolan movies is that there's always sort of layers upon layers upon layers. Like, you'll have sort of the time travel stuff, and then you'll have sort of, afterlife and death, and you'll have all these sort of layers added on top of it, space and going into the unknown, and he's always very interesting as a filmmaker. I can't say that I like everything Christopher Nolan does, guys, because some of the movies I'm just not a big fan of. But honestly, I think this one actually looks really good, guys. I really honestly do. The trailer was action-packed. It looks like there's a lot of really cool, trippy sequences in the movie, which is sort of a Christopher Nolan special, I guess. It looks good, guys. I really am interested in this one, man. And it comes out in July, sort of right around my birthday, so I'm kind of excited for that. Hopefully it'll be a mindfuck of a movie, man. But, I'm definitely looking forward to it. It looks good, guys. Definitely let me know what you think of Tenet. In the meantime, let's head into the beast and see what Best Buy has in store for us this week. All right, everybody, we are in at Best Buy here, and the first thing and only thing I'm seeing over on this end is Judy, the Blu-ray DVD digital for $19.99. Now, interestingly enough, with this movie, sometimes it's kind of hard to figure out what the difference is between fact and fiction. I found with a lot of these biopics, I don't know if you have, guys, but I was looking this up, and it really is very interesting because a lot of what happens in this movie is actually true. And what kind of shocks me about this, honestly, is that, we look at a movie like Wizard of Oz, or I have for years and years and years, and other movies Judy Garland has been in, and we think about, the glitz and glamour of Hollywood and the sets and the time it was made, and, it was sort of one of those glorious times in Hollywood, but we don't ever really think about the physical and the mental toll that it took on some of these people, especially these young, impressionable actresses like Judy Garland, because in the movie, it shows, like, the head of MGM giving her pills so that she wouldn't eat, so that, she would stay thin for the role of Dorothy. Pills to make her go to sleep. Sexual advances that they did to her and everything else. It's crazy. It's crazy to think what they did to this girl and what it turned her into as a woman, because she became dependent on these uppers and downers, and she became an alcoholic, and she has all this sort of repressed sort of anger and repressed trauma from back in those days. And it's interesting looking at The Wizard of Oz in that time frame, of looking at it in how much pressure she was under, how much weight she had to lose, how she was filming like 18-hour days and they wouldn't let her eat, or they would pretend to have a 16th birthday for her when it wasn't for a couple months, and they would have like a fake cake, but they wouldn't have her eat any cake because they didn't want her to get fat, and just how they controlled her. And it's really weird because, you know, as much as I love sort of those old school movies like Wizard of Oz and Singing in the Rain and all that other stuff, Cleopatra, and all those old school epic movies, the behind the scenes of that stuff is really fascinating. It's a time when the studios could get away with whatever. They could manipulate these actors and actresses to do whatever they want, because if you want to still be making movies, then you either do what we say or not. I mean, times have changed, thank God, but it's really fascinating to sort of see the behind the scenes of it. It really honestly is, guys. And this is an amazing look into the toll that it took on her, and how, you know, basically how it just really almost ruined her life. And it's such a shame, because Judy Garland died at age 47. Think about that for a second, guys. She died at age 47. And just realizing how much wonderful sort of work and other movies and everything she could have done. She wasn't even 50 years old and she passed away. That's crazy, man. It really honestly is. And I just think about just all the what ifs and what could have happened, man. It's crazy. You know, we always talk about how actors or actresses, some of them die way too soon, and Judy Garland was definitely one of them, man. She really was. I have a lot of love for Judy Garland, just from the love that my mother has for Wizard of Oz and just the amazing work that she did do as an actress. But seeing the toll and things that were taken from her in her life really makes you, I think, even appreciate her even more, that she was able to still survive as long as she did in an industry, especially back then, when females, if you were a certain age, you got thrown away. It's really crazy, man. I really do love this movie. I really think it's a phenomenal telling of her, of at least the later life of her story, and it's one definitely worth checking out. Honestly, guys, even if you're not into biopics, if you're into Judy Garland, if you're into sort of the Hollywood history, definitely give it a look, man. It's really honestly very, very well done, guys. Well worth checking out, man. Oh, almost forgot to tell you guys. They do have From the Heart, the making of Judy Image Gallery and theatrical trailer. Not many special features, unfortunately. For $19.99, maybe that could go down a little bit more, but if you guys want to rent the movie, at least to check it out, then definitely do it, man. Well worth your time, by far, guys. Definitely well worth it, man. And then over here, guys, I'm seeing they have the Best Buy exclusive steelbook for Moana, the 4K one, for $14.99 right here. They also have the Zootopia one for $14.99. They have the Tangled one here for $19.99. I'm kind of noticing that these Best Buy exclusive steelbooks for the Disney ones are lower priced now. Like they were, I believe, like somewhere in the range of $24.99 to maybe like upper 20s or like lower 30s, if I remember correctly. So it's kind of crazy to think that they've actually lowered in price in a big bad way, man. They definitely want these things to move now, and they have lowered the price to definitely see if it can move. But wow, that's kind of crazy, man, to think that we could finally see it go down in price like this. That's insane, man. So they definitely have these three here. I'm definitely kind of curious if they'll have any more, but that is definitely interesting. So they have those, and they have Judy. Not much else, guys, but we'll definitely keep on looking, though. And on the other side of the new release section, look at what we see here, guys. They have the It Chapter 2 collectible steelbook. We didn't see it over here the last time because they all sold out, but now they have 5 copies of the steelbook here, man. Okay, they must have got extra stock in, and that usually doesn't happen, guys, because usually what ends up happening is that they end up like selling out of their stock, and then they never get any more in. That's usually tends to happen actually quite a bit. But I'm actually shocked that they have more in, man. And I'm telling you, man, this steelbook is beautiful. This is really nice. I've always said I can't say I'm a fan of every single steelbook that comes out, because some of the designs I'm not always a fan of. But this one is killer, man. I really love this one quite a bit. And the pictures that I saw online, It has sort of the adults on the back side, or on the front side, I should say. And on the back side, once you take off the sort of sleeve here, it'll have the kids sort of walking and Pennywise sort of looking all evil. It just looks like a phenomenal steelbook, man. It honestly does. It's still $32.99. It probably is never going to go down in price. This is one of those steelbooks that honestly is going to sell really fast, and you're going to see it on eBay for mega prices. But honestly, guys, it's just a really, really great looking steelbook. And like I said, I don't say it amazingly like it's the best thing ever, but this is really amazing, guys. And definitely worth, honestly, checking out, man. If you guys are interested in steelbooks and want to give this one a look, then definitely do it, man. Well worth your time. Other than that, that's it over here, man. I mean, just, of course, the Chapter 2 steelbook, but we'll see if they got anything else to check out. Alright everybody, we are over in this section of Best Buy, and I'm seeing over here they have the Blu-ray digital of The Kill Team for $14.99. Soldiers, Brothers, Enemies. Based on a true story. Annette Wolff and Alexander Skarsgård. I like Alexander Skarsgård. I mainly liked him in True Blood. That's when I was really first in love with him, man, was in True Blood and just loving his character of Eric until they watered his character down and then he turned into pure crap, but that wasn't his fault, though. But, interesting. Looks like a war movie. What the hell is this about? Based on a true story, the Kill Team follows Andrew Brigman and his army. Other recruits. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Wow, that's a true story, really. Damn, that looks really fascinating, man. Huh. I like that. Just sort of the whole, like, they're killing these innocent people, and he's got to try to, stop this or say something to somebody, and that looks really interesting, man. That really does. I gotta admit, man, a lot of these sort of straight-to-DVD war movies I'm not a really big fan of because, I don't know, because they're kind of cheap. Man, they're kind of cheap and they look cheap and they don't look very interesting sometimes. But this one looks really fascinating, man. I've never heard of this true story before. That kind of intrigues me, man. It really does. I might have to look into this one. Like I said, I like a good war movie, but some of these straight-to-DVD ones really have turned me off. But there's ones like this one that has a really interesting sort of premise. And the fact that it's a true story really interests me, too. Man, yeah, the Kill Team does look cool, man. If you guys know anything about it, definitely let me know about this. You got The Reality of Courage, deleted scenes, and audio commentary as well. Not bad. Interesting special features, dude. And for $14.99, that's a great price. If it's a good war movie, definitely let me know, guys. And then down here, guys, I'm actually seeing something really interesting. Now, you know those sort of Disney 4K exclusive steelbooks that we saw up front? These ones, all of the Marvel ones now, all of these are lower in price, man. You've got Captain America, the First Avenger for $19.99, The Winter Soldier for $14.99, Thor for $19.99, Thor the Dark World for $14.99. That might have to go down a little bit more for people to want to buy that one, man. Iron Man 2 for $14.99, Iron Man 3 for the same, and Ant-Man for $19.99. Now, these are all the exclusive Best Buy 4K steelbooks. And I think, again, at some point it was like the upper 20s, lower 30s that these were priced at some point. So now they are literally now lowered it to a certain price point now that they want these movies to sort of get off of the shelves. They want these editions to go, man. So they are pricing it low for people to want to buy it. But like I said, man, my friend John told me that Disney did not do a great job with these 4Ks, man. That some of them don't really look that good. In fact, in some ways, the thing about it is that the Blu-ray looks just as good as the 4K, and that should never be the thing about these, but it is, man. So I'm very curious. Oh, they actually have the Thor one over here and the Civil War right here, but they actually, though, I will say this much, man, is that, it's interesting because there's certain steelbooks out there like we've seen before. Like we saw the Bumblebee one go really fast, Halloween, It Chapter 2, and then there's certain ones like these ones that don't go fast, and they're just really just sitting here on the shelves. And I'm just very fascinated as to why. And I think the reason why is because it's just the price point. People do not want to pay for bad 4K and to buy the movie like a third or fourth time. They don't want to do it, dude. So it's really fascinating to me that now they're lowering the price even more to try to get them out of here, man. I mean, let me know what you guys think of this, but I can see it going a little bit lower to try to get them out of here. I can really see it, man. Very, very interesting. And then we're not done with the Steelbook stuff over here, because they do have the first Iron Man as well over here, the 4K of that for $14.99 as well. So they do have it over here for that 4K. Again, I mean, I love a lot of these Marvel movies, and I bought a lot on 4K and also stuff on Blu-ray, but I've heard that the 4K on these ones, that Disney did not do a good job. And I think reviews count. I think a lot of you guys look at reviews and you guys want to know what's good and bad. And trust me, if the reviews aren't good, you guys are not going to buy. You're not going to waste like 30 some odd dollars buying an inferior product. At least I won't. I mean, definitely let me know what you guys think for sure, man. They also have that Jumanji steelbook as well, or the original Jumanji film as well, man. They have that steelbook, which is really, really cool. I thought this one, I saw it when it first came out, and then it sold out, and I hadn't seen it again. So they definitely did get more stock of that, and also nice, not bad. And they also do have more of that Rock and Roll High School 40th Anniversary Edition, which is, oh, that looks so cool, man. I love that art, dude. That art is fantastic, man. Oh, such a great movie, dude. And they have various other steelbooks as well. Best Buy always does sort of cool, interesting steelbooks, man. But it's very interesting about those 4Ks, man. Really interesting indeed. And I'm telling you that at some point they are going to go even lower. I can see the market for these ones shrinking big time, man. I really can. Again, you guys are not dumb. And I think sometimes people like Disney, they think you guys are dumb. You're going to buy it for the fourth or fifth or sixth time because it's Marvel. Why the hell not? I mean, they also have Doctor Strange as well for $19.99. So they're lowering these in a big bad way. But I don't think they're moving, guys. And I think people are not dumb. They know that it's an inferior product. And if they've bought it once or even twice, why buy it a third time if it's not as good as they say it is? Just my thoughts, guys, but very interesting, man. And again, not a lot of selection this week, but, you know, hey, it's Christmas Eve. What can you do? All right, let's head out. It is a pretty light week here, guys, for sure, man. I mean, you had Walmart that didn't even have anything out. Target had a few things out, and Best Buy has a little bit here, a little bit there, and that's it. Sort of the last gasp of 2019 with some of the media, guys. But, I mean, still, I guess, decent. You're not really going out and getting most of the new releases right now. You're looking for the older titles. You're looking for stuff on sale for sure, guys. So that's what you're mainly grabbing. But yeah, it's just sort of like the end of 2019. They're not really putting out much physical media right now, guys, as you obviously know. They're kind of holding back for the beginning of the year, but it is what it is. Some out and about are really plentiful, and others are a little on the light side for sure, guys. But I guess I can't complain. It's Christmas Eve. What do you want? All right, well, that does it for the stores, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's head home and finish the video. All right, everybody, that'll do it for the Blu-ray and DVD out and about video this week, and for the final time of 2019. Stick a fork in me. I'm done, guys. You know, I really do want to say that, you know, I sort of think the big theme of 2019 overall was, you know, all of the fear of physical media dying and how everyone has sort of written it off and how streaming is going to completely take over and all the articles and the concerns and everything that I heard from everybody. And yet, going into the stores throughout the year and, seeing all the great media that has been released from January 1st all the way till now, I tend to think that's a complete lie. It's not true. And that, if anything, I almost tend to think to myself, physical media is as strong as ever. I think if you were to go back from January of this year, the starting of the out and about for 2019, all the way till now, I think you guys will see that there's been a lot of really great, wonderful releases that have come out throughout the year. So many really great exclusives. So many, really great surprises. And a lot of things in the stores that I didn't really expect we'd find, to be honest with you. Who knows what 2020 and beyond is going to bring for physical media? I don't know. If I had a crystal ball, trust me guys, I would look into it. I honestly would. I don't know what's going to happen on the horizon. I have no idea, man, but you know, for me, no matter what happens, no matter if January 1st of 2020 all the companies say we're getting rid of physical media. Well, trust me, I wouldn't want that to happen, but let's just say hypothetically that was going to happen. You know, I have a great collection of movies that I love and I cherish, and I'm going to keep physical media around for a long, long time. I'm not losing my collection anytime soon because, some corporate executive tells me to go on to streaming. I'm not going to do that, guys. You know me at this point. I'm just not going to do that. And I know you guys are not going to do it either. You know, I think, we always look at the downside of things, but I think it's time to start looking at the upswing. We're entering into a new decade, and, everybody said 5 to 10 years ago that DVDs and physical media was going to die. We're ending 2019, and guess what? It's still here. It's not going away. And so, at the end of the day, people can write as many articles as they want to write. They can, do a YouTube video that says physical media is dead, but I guarantee you that it's all a bunch of hot air because it's not happening. It's not happening at all. So, I go into 2020 hopeful for the physical media that's coming. I'm hopeful for really, what's on the horizon as far as the titles coming out. And, hopefully this next decade can prove that, just because somebody says something's going to end doesn't mean that it's actually going to happen, guys. Because as long as we keep it alive, as long as we keep buying the movies that we love on disc, then this format's not going to go away anytime soon. So I'm looking forward to what the next decade brings for physical media. I am absolutely excited for it, guys. But in the meantime, hope you guys picked up something good this last week or 2 weeks here of 2019. Now I know next week there's a couple of like indie titles that are coming out, but outside of that, really there's nothing really big coming out. So I'm gonna spend time with my mother, spend time with my girlfriend, friends, and just have a really, really good time, having a little bit of time to myself, because I kind of need it, not gonna lie, guys. But trust me when I say this, though, guys, that this is not the last video of 2019, not by a long shot. A lot of you have been asking, you have said, oh, what about the movie reviews? Are you guys going to do any more movie reviews? We haven't done any in a little bit. We have been doing movie reviews, guys. We've actually just been holding them back because I kind of knew that this was going to be the last major out and about, that there wasn't really going to be anything else to say. And so we've held back some movie reviews, but they are all coming in a big bad way these next week or 2 weeks, where you're going to get a lot of movie reviews. You're gonna get Doctor Sleep. You're gonna get Terminator: Dark Fate, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, Black Christmas, uh, the new Jumanji movie, Cats, and much more. We're gonna be doing a review-a-thon. It's gonna be a lot of stuff that we're gonna be reviewing, a lot of stuff we're gonna be putting out there for you guys, but it's well worth it. So definitely look forward to all that stuff. On top of, you will be also seeing my November Blu-ray pickup video, which will be coming out very soon as well. So there are things to be looking forward to before 2019 ends, guys. So definitely keep all of those on the horizon. They are all coming, so definitely keep a lookout for all of that stuff, guys. But as I said, I hope you guys picked up something good. If you did, definitely let me know. As far as I'm concerned, where do I start, man? Where do I start indeed? Well, I will start with the first. I got a package in the mail from Vinegar Syndrome, baby. Yeah, now this is actually my Black Friday order. You know, I ordered from a bunch of those places, and I got my Black Friday order in the mail. I got 3 titles, man. And it is some really cool, unique titles that I honestly, I mean, one of them I've never heard of, starring Lance Henriksen, and I was like, oh my god, this has a great cast, and I love Lance Henriksen. I'm surprised I had never heard of this title before. I had to pick it up. You know, the other ones are horror films. One I've heard of, but I've never gotten around to seeing it. But I was like, I didn't think this was going to get released at all. And then it suddenly got released, and it was really cool. And I was like, oh, awesome. And, you know, I love Vinegar Syndrome, man. I really do. Vinegar Syndrome is one of those really great companies. Can't say I buy all of their products, but the ones that I do, I just really love. They put these really far out, oddball movies, or movies that have gotten forgotten by time, but you wonder why they've gotten forgotten like that, because you end up watching them and you're like, these are so good. Why did they get forgotten, man? I just love Vinegar Syndrome, really rescuing a lot of these movies, dude. So I got 3 from them. Super excited for those. I also got a package in the mail from China Post. This came from China. And at first, when I got it, I kept racking my brain. I'm like thinking, well, wait a minute. What the hell did I get in China, man? And I realized that, wait a second, I actually ended up realizing that this is actually, they had to manufacture the discs in China, but actually this is not a China thing. This is actually an 80s horror documentary that I ended up contributing to the Indiegogo campaign about a couple years ago. And it finally has come to my doorstep. And this is really cool. Basically, it's a documentary just all about the 80s horror films and how 80s horror has influenced so many things. And they talk about various films in it. And I remember when they were announcing this on Indiegogo, and I just ate it up in a big bad way because I love the 80s. I love 80s horror, and you know, I love documentaries about these type of films. So for me, man, I had to contribute to it. So I'm really glad I finally got it in the mail, man. I can't wait to check this one out. This is going to be really super cool. So I can't wait for that one, guys. And last but certainly not least, I also got a package in the mail from Severin Films. Now, this is not my Black Friday order. I did order some stuff from Black Friday that has not come in the mail yet. This is actually something I ordered earlier that was coming out this month that finally ended up coming to my doorstep. It is a weird sort of Canadian kids film, which I heard about years ago, but I never got a chance to watch it. And then when Severin announced this, I was like, I can't believe this is getting released. Like, I don't think anybody ever thought that this film would ever get some sort of physical media release at all. And the fact that Severin did it, I'm like, that is awesome. I had to pick this one up. So I'm giving this one a chance. I heard it's really bizarre and really weird, but you guys know me. If you've seen the pickup videos enough, you know I like some weird stuff. So I can't wait to dive into this sucker, man. So I got one from Severin, I got a 80s horror documentary, and 3 titles from Vinegar Syndrome. Not half bad, guys. And by the way, there is more coming in the mail. I just won't be able to show it to you guys, but there is more coming as well. Plus, all the other stuff that I've gotten for the month. If you guys want to find out what I picked up, well, you'll have to wait until January when the December pickup video will be released. It will show off all the titles that I got for the month, guys, and it is very plentiful for sure, man. Limited editions, collector's editions, retro titles, horror films galore, some cool, neat exclusives and surprises as well. You guys know I always get some really interesting stuff, and December will be a great final month for 2019. It will not disappoint, I promise you guys. So definitely stay tuned to that as well. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Check out the other Blu-ray and DVD out and about videos. Check out the Blu-ray pickup videos, the movie reviews I do with my friends, plus movie topic videos, movie hunting, and much more. If you love movies and physical media, hit subscribe and become part of the Film Fan Nation. I want to thank each and every one of you guys. 2019 has been one hell of a ride. It honestly really has, man. I never, when I start a year like January of 2019, I don't know where I was going to end up in December now. I didn't know, how many people would support the channel. I didn't know what we would be doing for the channel, the videos, and you guys have really gone out of your way to support me and support what I do and this channel, and I really appreciate each and every one of you so much, and I really want to wish each and every one of you, seriously, I want to wish you an incredibly happy and Merry Christmas. I want you guys to get everything you wanted. I want you to have a great time with family and friends. I want you to have a very wonderful and happy new year. Celebrate the end of 2019. Celebrate the beginning of a whole new decade in 2020. I want you to celebrate all of that stuff, guys. I really honestly do. You guys deserve all of the happiness that you honestly deserve. And I hope you get everything that you've wanted, and let me know what you're looking forward to in 2020, man, because it's going to be a wild ride coming up in the new decade, man. There's going to be a lot of really great physical media, a lot of really good stuff, and I am going to be there, hopefully supplying the entertainment for you guys. Guys, thank you so much for your wonderful support and continued support, and I hope that in 2020 I can continue to earn your support in a big bad way. Thank you so much. And keep up to date through Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. FilmFan108. Keep up to date with everything I'm doing, plus special pictures and videos I post from time to time on social media as well. Alright, guys. I'll see you next year for a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video. Take care, everybody, and happy hunting.